and then getting behind the wheel. John Stamos was arraigned today on a charge of driving under the influence.
John Stamos was arrested in Beverly Hills. Basically, people called police saying he was driving erratically and behaving strangely. They pulled him over, they arrested him, and then they actually took him to the hospital and later released him. But he was arrested on...
John Stamos just shared some shocking news that has everyone talking. You won't believe what he revealed about his life and career. From his time on Full House to other surprising truths, John's story is full of twists and turns. This video dives deep into his career and the other secrets he shared. Don't miss out on the jaw-dropping details that will leave you speechless. What exactly did John reveal? Stick around to find out the truth that has everyone in shock. Life before fame. John Philip Stamos was born on August 19, 1963, in Cypress, California. He was the eldest of 3 children in a loving and supportive family. His father, William Bill Stamos, was a second-generation Greek-American who owned a string of fast food restaurants. Bill's Greek heritage played a significant role in shaping the family's values and traditions. John's mother, Loretta Phillips Stamos, was an Irish-American homemaker. Loretta's Irish roots added another layer of cultural richness to John's upbringing. Growing up, John was surrounded by the warmth and guidance of his family, which laid the foundation for his future success. From a young age, John exhibited a keen interest in music and entertainment. His father, Bill, was instrumental in nurturing this passion. Bill's support and encouragement were pivotal in helping John develop his love for performing. Music was particularly close to John's heart. He was drawn to the drums and guitar. This early inclination towards music was more than just a hobby. It was a significant part of John's identity. John attended John F. Kennedy High School in La Palma, California. His high school years were marked by active participation in various extracurricular activities. He was a member of the school's marching band, where he played the drums. This experience further honed his musical talents and instilled a sense of discipline and teamwork. Beyond the band, John was involved in school productions and talent shows, which sparked his interest in acting. These early experiences were crucial in shaping his future career path. While balancing his schoolwork, John also worked at his father's restaurants. This job taught him the value of hard work and responsibility. Despite the busy schedule, he never let go of his passion for music. He played in local bands and performed at parties and events, gaining valuable experience and exposure. These performances were small steps that paved the way for his future in the entertainment industry. In 1981, after graduating from high school, John made a pivotal decision to pursue a career in entertainment. His parents, though initially hesitant, supported his choice. Recognizing his dedication and talent, they encouraged him to follow his dreams. John briefly enrolled in Cypress College, but soon realized that his true calling was in the world of acting and music. He decided to drop out and focus entirely on his career aspirations. This marked the beginning of a journey that would eventually lead him to stardom. A successful acting career. John Stamos made his television debut in 1982, landing a breakthrough role that would set the stage for his acting career. He was cast as Blackie Parrish on the popular daytime soap opera General Hospital. This role quickly established him as a rising star, and his performance didn't go unnoticed. By 1984, Stamos had earned a Daytime Emmy Award nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series. His portrayal of the troubled yet charming Blackie resonated with audiences, marking the beginning of his journey in the entertainment industry. After gaining recognition on General Hospital, Stamos transitioned from daytime television to primetime. In 1984, he starred as Gino Minelli in the short-lived sitcom Dreams. Although the show didn't last long, it was a crucial stepping stone that showcased his versatility and ability to appeal to a broader audience. The following year, in 1986, he co-starred with veteran actor Jack Klugman in the sitcom You Again? Here, Stamos continued to refine his comedic timing and solidified his presence in primetime television, paving the way for even greater opportunities. Stamos also pursued his passion for music. In 1985, he joined the legendary band The Beach Boys as a drummer. His involvement with the band extended beyond just playing the drums. He occasionally performed with them on stage, including during their hit single Kokomo. This collaboration showcased Stamos's musical versatility and allowed him to connect with fans in a new way. Over the years, he became an honorary member of the Beach Boys, frequently joining them for performances and tours. John Stamos's career reached new heights in 1987 when he was cast in what would become one of the most beloved family sitcoms of all time, Full House. Initially cast as Jesse Cochran, his character's name was later changed to Jesse Katsopoulos to reflect Stamos's Greek heritage. The show followed the life of widowed father Danny Tanner, played by Bob Saget, as he raises his 3 daughters with the help of his best friend, Joey Gladstone, Dave Coulier, and brother-in-law Jesse. Stamos's portrayal of Uncle Jesse, a cool and caring musician with a love for Elvis Presley, became an iconic character in television history. His catchphrases and signature look, complete with leather jackets and a mullet, made him a favorite among fans. The show was a significant part of Stamos's career, running for 8 seasons until 1995. During this time, he demonstrated not only his acting skills, but also his musical talents. His character often performed on the show, and Stamos formed a band called Jesse and the Rippers, which appeared in several episodes. The band's performance of songs like Forever became memorable moments for viewers. As Full House concluded its run in 1995, John Stamos began exploring other facets of his talent. He made a significant move to the theater, starring in the Broadway revival of How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. Taking on the role of J. Pierpont Finch, Stamos received positive reviews for his performance, demonstrating his ability to transition seamlessly from television to live theater. His work on Broadway highlighted his versatility as a performer and broadened his appeal beyond the small screen. In the late 1990s, John Stamos began to diversify his acting portfolio, exploring different genres and roles. In 1997, he appeared in the film Private Parts, playing himself in a cameo alongside Howard Stern and other celebrities. Stamos made a notable impact on Broadway in the early 2000s. From 2002 to 2003, he starred as the MC in the revival of Cabaret, earning praise for his engaging stage presence and musical talent. This performance solidified his status as a versatile performer capable of crossing from television to theater seamlessly. Also in 2002, he starred in the CBS sitcom Thieves, a show centered around a couple of professional thieves trying to go straight. Although the series was short-lived, it provided Stamos with the opportunity to showcase his comedic chops in a different context. During this period, he also appeared in various guest roles on television, further demonstrating his range as an actor. Whether playing dramatic or comedic roles, Stamos consistently brought charm and charisma to the screen, maintaining his status as a beloved television star. In 2003, he continued his Broadway streak with a role in Nine, sharing the stage with Antonio Banderas. This period allowed Stamos to demonstrate his range as a performer, embracing the challenges of live theater. In 2005, Stamos took on the lead role in the ABC comedy drama series Jake in Progress, where he played Jake Phillips, a successful public relations professional navigating the complexities of his personal and professional life. The show offered a fresh take on the romantic comedy genre, but unfortunately faced low ratings, leading to its cancellation after 2 seasons. Despite this setback, Stamos's portrayal of Jake was well received, highlighting his ability to carry a show. The same year, Stamos joined the cast of the acclaimed medical drama ER as Dr. Tony Gates. Initially appearing as a paramedic, his character transitioned into a doctor, bringing a new dynamic to the long-running series. Stamos's performance as the charming yet complex Gates was a hit with both fans and critics, and he remained a key player on the show until its conclusion in 2009. This role marked a significant period in his career, as it allowed him to delve into more serious and nuanced acting. In 2009, Stamos returned to Broadway, taking on the role of Albert Peterson in the revival of Bye Bye Birdie. His performance received positive reviews, further cementing his reputation as a skilled stage actor. The transition back to television came in 2010, when Stamos joined the popular musical series Glee. He portrayed Dr. Carl Howell, a dentist and romantic interest of Emma Pillsbury, played by Jayma Mays. His character added a new layer of drama and humor to the show, and his involvement introduced him to a younger audience, broadening his fan base. Beyond his major roles, Stamos made several notable guest appearances on television during this period. In 2011, he guest-starred in an episode of Law and Order Special Victims Unit, portraying the character Ken Turner. This role showcased his ability to tackle intense and dramatic material, earning him praise for his performance. Throughout these years, Stamos maintained a strong connection to music, particularly through his collaboration with the Beach Boys. He frequently performed with the band, showcasing his talents as a musician. This ongoing collaboration allowed him to keep his musical passions alive while balancing his acting career. Additionally, Stamos appeared in various commercials, further diversifying his professional endeavors. In 2013, John Stamos continued to expand his television career with a recurring role in the USA Network series Necessary Roughness. He portrayed Connor McClain, the head of a sports and entertainment agency, bringing a new depth to the show's narrative. This role allowed Stamos to showcase his range, balancing drama and charisma. Additionally, he made a memorable guest appearance in the NBC sitcom The New Normal, playing Bryce, a charming romantic interest. His comedic timing was well received, adding a touch of humor to the series. Stamos headlined the Fox sitcom Grandfathered in 2015, starring as Jimmy Martino, a lifelong bachelor who discovers he has a son and a granddaughter. The show received praise for its witty writing and Stamos's engaging performance, though it was ultimately canceled after one season. Simultaneously, he took on a role in the second season of the Fox horror comedy series Scream Queens. As Dr. Brock Holt, Stamos added a quirky charm to the ensemble cast, enhancing the show's unique blend of horror and humor. In 2016, Stamos returned to one of his most iconic roles, reprising Uncle Jesse in the Netflix sequel series Fuller House. Not only did he act in the series, but he also served as an executive producer, playing a crucial role in reviving the beloved show. Fuller House enjoyed a successful run, concluding in 2020 after 5 seasons. Stamos's involvement was a significant draw for both nostalgic fans and new audiences. During this period, Stamos also explored darker roles. He appeared as Dr. Nicky in the psychological thriller series You, first aired on Lifetime and later moved to Netflix. His character, a therapist entangled in a complex and disturbing storyline, brought a nuanced performance that added depth to the series' suspenseful plot. Stamos continued to diversify his roles, participating in live television events like The Little Mermaid Live in 2019. He played Chef Louis, delivering a lively performance of Les Poissons that highlighted his versatility and stage presence. In 2021, Stamos starred in the Disney Plus series Big Shot, portraying Marvin Korn, a disgraced college basketball coach who finds redemption coaching a girls' high school team. The show was well received for its heartfelt narrative and Stamos' portrayal of a complex character seeking a second chance. The series ran for 2 seasons, wrapping up in 2022. As of 2023, Stamos has been involved in promoting his memoir, If You Would Have Told Me. The book delves into his life and career, offering insights and reflections on his journey in the entertainment industry. This memoir marks a reflective period for Stamos, as he shares personal stories and lessons learned over the years. News, truths revealed. Family connections revealed on Claim to Fame. On a Wednesday episode of Claim to Fame, John Stamos revealed some surprising family connections. The episode, titled Double the Trouble, was part of the 3rd season of the show, hosted by Kevin Jonas and Franklin Jonas. This particular episode featured a dramatic double elimination and guess-off. During the episode, it was revealed that Jill was the niece of John Stamos. Stamos appeared in a pre-taped video after Jill was eliminated due to a wrong guess. In the video, Stamos said, "Hello, everybody. I'm John Stamos, and I'm Jillian's uncle, not grandfather. Although, I am getting a little old." He proudly shared that his mother had given Jill the nickname Angel Eyes because of her beautiful blue eyes. The revelation was a surprise to the other contestants, especially since Jill had incorrectly guessed that Miguel was related to Antonio Banderas. This wrong guess led to her elimination from the show. A protective father. John Stamos recently shared a personal story about his son Billy that showcased his protective nature as a father. Stamos opened up about a recent event that sent him to therapy: Billy's haircut. Stamos described this milestone as traumatic for him. At the Season 2 premiere of his show Unprisoned in New York City, Stamos told E! News on July 16th, "He got a haircut recently, and I've been in therapy for that. I've had some anxiety attacks, and it's been traumatic for me." Despite his emotional reaction, Stamos tried to hide his feelings from his 6-year-old son. He recalled, "I did the best acting in the world when I saw him. I was like, 'That looks great, son.' But he liked it, and I freaked out." Stamos, who welcomed Billy with his wife Caitlin McHugh in April 2018, admitted that fatherhood has made him more emotional and worried. He said, "I cry a lot more. I worry a lot more. I'm always worried." Despite the challenges, Stamos finds immense joy in watching his son grow. He said, "His sense of wonder. I love to watch him see things for the first time. I love to see his point of view on things. He's my life. I don't know where I would be without having a kid." Praising his wife and involving his son in philanthropy. John Stamos is also in awe of his wife, Caitlin McHugh. After 6 years of marriage, he remains impressed by her dedication and involvement in charitable activities. Stamos shared, "I'm in awe of her. She does so much. She really puts her money where her mouth is. She's gotten involved with all these charities." One aspect of Caitlin's charitable work that Stamos particularly admires is how she includes their son, Billy, in these activities. Stamos recalled a recent event where Billy participated in a philanthropic endeavor. He said, "He had a pirate party, and so we emulated that same party for a bunch of homeless kids down in Orange County. He grabbed a bunch of his toys, and he physically handled them to the other kids." This involvement in charity from a young age is something Stamos values deeply and is proud to see in his son: therapy and sobriety. John Stamos credits his therapist with saving his life and career. At the Season 2 premiere of Unprisoned in New York City on July 16th, Stamos spoke to Page 6 about the impact therapy has had on his life. He revealed that he has been seeing acclaimed psychiatrist Phil Stutz, who was featured in the Jonah Hill documentary Stutz for about 2 decades. Stamos shared, "I probably wouldn't be here without him." He recounted one of his early sessions with Stutz, saying, "When I went to Stutz one of the first times, he said, 'You know, if you weren't so effing stupid, you'd realize how good you have it.' And I was like, 'You're right.'" Stamos also encouraged his late Full House co-star Bob Saget to try therapy. He said, "He drove me crazy when we first met, and I said, 'You gotta go into therapy if you want to be friends with me.' So he went to Stutz, and Stutz helped him too." Saget, who passed away in January 2022 from a head injury in Orlando, Florida, had also benefited from therapy, thanks to Stamos's recommendation. One significant aspect of Stamos's therapy journey was getting sober. In 2015, he was arrested for driving under the influence and subsequently went into a treatment facility 1 month later. In his memoir, If You Would Have Told Me, Stamos discusses how therapy played a crucial role in his recovery. Role in Unprisoned. John Stamos stars as Murphy, a new character in the Hulu comedy Unprisoned. The show stars Kerry Washington as a relationship counselor whose father, played by Delroy Lindo, gets out of jail and moves in with her and her teenage son. Unprisoned has received high ratings, with a 93% rating from critics and a 94% rating from viewers on Rotten Tomatoes. Stamos told Good Morning America that he used his experiences in therapy to inform his role in the show. He joked, "I give free therapy to people." Stamos expressed his fascination with therapy, saying, "I'm fascinated by therapy. It's what makes people move and go and what they do and what they don't do." His role in Unprisoned allowed him to bring his real-life experiences into his acting, adding depth and authenticity to his character. Other shocking truths revealed. John Stamos recently opened up about a deeply personal and painful part of his past. In his memoir, If You Would Have Told Me, set to release on October 24th, Stamos revealed that he was sexually abused by a babysitter when he was around 10 or 11 years old. This traumatic experience had been buried deep in his memory for decades, only resurfacing when he began writing his memoir. Stamos described how he would play dead in hopes that the abuse would stop. He had never spoken about the incident until now, always convincing himself that it was just a part of growing up, something he had to endure. Writing his memoir forced him to confront these buried memories and share his truth with the world. He had been an advocate for child abuse survivors for many years, even serving as an ambassador for the charity Child Help, but he had never publicly acknowledged his own experience until now. As a father to his son, Billy, Stamos's protective instincts have only grown stronger. He couldn't imagine the pain he would feel if someone harmed his child in the way he had been hurt. This revelation adds a new layer to his advocacy work, showing that even those who appear strong and successful have their own battles with past traumas. Struggles with addiction. In addition to revealing his childhood abuse, Stamos also opened up about his struggles with alcohol and substance abuse. His battle with addiction began after the death of his father and his divorce in 2004. The loss of his mother in September 2014 only deepened his despair, leading him further down the path of self-destruction. In June 2015, Stamos hit rock bottom when he was arrested for driving under the influence in Beverly Hills. This incident was a wake-up call for him. He realized that he needed to make a change if he wanted to salvage his life and career. He entered a 30-day rehabilitation program in July 2015 and was later sentenced to 3 years of probation. Stamos's journey to sobriety was not easy. He described his time in rehab as dark, but it also marked the beginning of his recovery. He credited his family and the revival of Fuller House for helping him stay on the right path. The show provided him with a sense of purpose and a supportive community that he desperately needed. Stamos admitted that quitting alcohol was difficult, but getting off Ambien, a sleep aid he had become dependent on, was even harder. Today, he is proud to say that he is completely sober and no longer reliant on any substances. His wife, Caitlin, and their son, Billy, have been his biggest motivators, keeping him focused on maintaining his sobriety. Close call with Scientology. Another surprising revelation from Stamos's memoir involves his near involvement with the Church of Scientology. In the 1980s, a time when he was searching for direction in his life and career, he was almost recruited into the church. After an acting class, a teacher's assistant handed him a book that promised to open his eyes to some amazing things. Intrigued, Stamos attended a meeting at the Church of Scientology Celebrity Center in Hollywood. He described the place as a cross between Chateau Marmont, Disney's Haunted Mansion, and a mental hospital. During an auditing session, he was asked bizarre and invasive questions about his thoughts and experiences. The experience left him feeling uneasy and skeptical. Stamos recalled being taken into a small office with a strange machine that supposedly measured his spiritual state. He was handed 2 cans to hold, which reminded him of an old-timey telephone. The questions became more personal and bizarre, leading Stamos to realize that this was not the path for him. He was eventually deemed not suitable for Scientology and left the experience behind. Controversy with the Olsen Twins. Stamos's relationship with his Full House co-stars, particularly Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, has been the subject of much speculation over the years. In a candid moment, Stamos admitted that he once tried to get the Olsen twins fired from the show. When they were babies, the twins often cried during filming, making it difficult to get the shots needed. Frustrated, Stamos suggested replacing them. The producers brought in another set of twins, but they didn't work out. The Olsen twins were brought back, and the rest is history. They remained on the show for its entire 8-season run and became an integral part of its success. Despite this rocky start, Stamos developed a close bond with Mary-Kate and Ashley over the years. After the show ended, they stayed in touch sporadically. Following the death of their co-star Bob Saget in January 2022, the cast reunited, including the Olsen twins. Stamos spoke fondly of their reunion, noting how kind and loving they were during such a difficult time. Almost dating Christen Bell. In a surprising revelation, Stamos shared that he was almost set up on a date with actress Christen Bell long before she married Dax Shepard. During an episode of Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast, Stamos recounted how his press agent had told him about a girl who wanted to meet him. At the time, Stamos was freshly divorced from Rebecca Romijn and was open to meeting new people. However, the date never happened. Instead, Bell went on to marry Shepard, and they have since become one of Hollywood's most beloved couples. Stamos's near miss with Bell is a humorous reminder of the twists and turns that life can take.